Hello and welcome to a new mindset video. Today I will be talking about body and mind. And maybe you already know that and maybe you don't. But my name SCORPIONMIND comes from exactly that, because I wanted to have something that combines the body, the physical aspect, which is scorpion, which is the yoga pose where you go into like an arched back position, stuff like that, which was and probably still is my favorite position from yoga, from acrobatics, because I used to do that every time when I start my Instagram. And then I didn't only want to have the body, because the mind is just as important. So we've got body and mind, scorpion mind put together. And no, I'm not a Scorpio, I'm an Aquarius. I'm sorry if that leads to confusion, but yeah, now you know. Alright, I see a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on the body, on fitness. And that's a really good thing, because taking care of your body is so essential in a lot of ways. If you work out, if you take care of your body, you are reducing stress, for example, and you can prevent a lot of diseases like heart disease and also diabetes. But what a lot of people don't know or kind of neglect is that taking care of your mental fitness, of your mental health, is just as important, because we have this mind and body connection. So when one of them, like either the body or the mind, is kind of out of balance, then also the counterpart cannot be in the best shape, in the best form it could be. And working out is definitely a way to increase your mental fitness as well, because working out, doing like cardio exercise and stuff like that, brings more oxygen to like all of your body and also your brain. So it's also like stimulating your brain a little bit, because you have to like learn all these complex exercises. For example, if you dance, you have to learn choreographies, you have to like learn how to lift weights, how to do deadlifts, how to do snatches, and learn like what to do first, and just like learn all these little follow-up exercises. And that's also stimulating your brain, because you're learning how to activate different muscle groups after each other, and also learning how to like really be present in the moment with yourself. And also exercise releases a lot of endorphins, which are the hormones that make you feel good. So if you exercise, you're actually feeling better, because your brain is releasing these chemicals in your body which actually make you feel good. So it's also a mental stimuli, because you're getting happier. Isn't that great? Working out also helps you to be in a greater mental shape, so you can kind of like solve problems easier and faster, just because you have this connection within yourself. And it also induces positive thinking, which is amazing, just by working out. But what I also see is that a lot of people put so much emphasis on the outside, so the appearance, how they look, how many muscles they have, if they have a tan or not, all of these. And what I also observe a lot of times, especially now during summertime, that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I've got my summer body and stuff like that, but then they smoke, and then they eat like a lot of junk food. And there's nothing wrong with treating yourself to something once in a while, but if you just eat crap all the time, or just like white pasta with ketchup, I don't know, then it's just like, you look good on the outside, but inside you're just not doing yourself a favor. So it's actually not the outside that counts. I mean, yes, it's a reflection on how you feed yourself and how you behave and stuff like that. And when you're younger, it's kind of easy to build muscle, to work out, and at the same time smoke any junk food. But as you grow older, it's gonna get harder and harder, and then it's gonna turn on you. And I don't really get it, because you put so much time and effort into building that body, And then you kind of like destroy it from the inside out. So it's so important to build that connection of like your body and your mind. And if you actually like practice mindfulness and put emphasis on your mind and actually do like mental fitness, that's gonna help you to slow down, and it's gonna help you to decompress and to boost your memory, which are amazing qualities which you also want to have. You don't only want to have these muscles to show off. It's just like a little extra that comes after it. But you don't only want to work out just because of your body, you know? You want to work out because of yourself, because you want to take care after yourself, because you want to prevent diseases, because you want to work on feeling better and releasing those endorphins and releasing all these feel-good hormones, and also to challenge your mind. And just as you challenge your body with like more weight, more running, like longer distances, like everything, you also want to challenge your brain. And it's actually kind of easy to work on yourself and to work on your brain. And there are activities which are active, but then there are also activities that are kind of passive and that help you to slow down and find this little space in yourself. So things like meditation and visualization are going to help you to both calm down your mind and also your body, because you sit down and you have this introspective and you're thinking about the pictures that make you happy, and you're thinking about the life that you want to create. And actually you're already living in that place, because when you visualize, I want you to feel as if you're already there. I want you to smell all the things. I want you to indulge in all the emotions as if you're already living it. Because here's also a very fun thought about time. Actually, there's no past and there's no future. Everything is just a moment. And these are moments next to each other. So this is a moment, and this is a moment, and this is a moment. So there's actually no future, there's only a lot of nows. So it's now, and you're with me now, and now you're with me now, in the now. If you just think about it, the past is just like an impulse that we have, or like a memory that we have of a now experience. And the future is something that, a projection or a thought that we think that could happen in the next now. And I also love to think that everything is just like, everything that's gonna happen and that's already happened is now. Just think about it for a second. It's kind of complex and weird. But yeah, this is also how you can challenge your mind. Just to think about all the things that we deem normal and to question them. To maybe find your own perspectives. To see everything from a different perspective. And nobody says it's right or wrong. It's just what you play in your head, what you think about. And it's so fun to just do that sometimes. And to question the life and to question yourself in like a fun way, not in a bad way. But I find that when you think that everything is just happening in the now, and it actually doesn't really matter what's happening in the future, because you can't know it and you can't predict it, because it's just another moment like now. Then you can look more positive, more optimistically in the future, because it actually doesn't matter. Just do whatever feels good to you in the now. And put yourself some goals, like challenge yourself and say, how do I want to feel? And maybe write it down. And then everything that you do, that you ask, that anybody wants you to do, just decide based on that feeling that you want to feel. And if you have like a decision to make, and one decision is like yes and the other one is no, and you feel kind of like if you say no, and if you know that the feeling that you go for, that's your goal, is on the line of the yes, then go for the yes. It's kind of easy like that, you know. I mean, it's not easy because there are always going to be challenges, and sometimes the decision can be really hard. But if you know who you want to be and what you want to achieve and how you want to feel, then it's definitely easier to also go that path, to go that direction. Because you know what you want and you're not being influenced by everything else that's out there. Because ultimately, the outside is just a projection from your inside. So everything that you're feeling inside, everything that you want, everything that you don't want is out there. And if you change your inside world, the outside world is going to change as well. Alright, now I'll come back to the body and mind topic. How can you achieve to practice like your mind, to practice mental fitness? And it's not that hard. The only thing you need to do is change your thoughts and challenge yourself and get input, see different perspectives. How do you do that? You can read books, for example. That's a really, really nice way, because you learn and you see different perspectives from other people. You get new input. You can ask questions about the book. You can challenge the book. You don't have to take everything for how it is, for how people say it. You can always challenge it. You can daydream, for example. You can really indulge in all the feelings and everything that's just like surrounding yourself. And like use your creativity to do so. You can try to find humor in everything that happens to you. Just like chase a little joke. You can focus on one task only. Yes, I know people always say that multitasking is like challenging you and stuff like that, but what it actually does is that it's distracting you from really being in the present with just that one task and really putting all your energy into that one and doing it at 100%. Otherwise you're doing a little bit of that, but you're not really focused and sucked in, so you're not going to achieve that flow state which you want to have, because that brings us joy as well. Then you can practice mindfulness and positivity. And there are a couple tools you can do here if you're not already feeling positive. One of them is just being grateful for what you already have. But there are so many other strategies that are a fit for you, for your challenges, for your weaknesses and strengths. So if you find out which ones they are, it's actually really easy to become a happier you. Then one way to take care of your mental health is also to make a list of the good qualities you see in yourself. And really only the good qualities, because we don't want to put emphasis on the negative. We acknowledge that it's there, but we don't put more energy to it, because we don't want to expand it, we actually want to shrink that one. And if we put more emphasis on the good one, we create more energy there, so we spend all our energy there. And I want you to be more self-confident, and I want you to build that awareness that you're already so good and you already have so much, and you don't need to chase all of the other things, because once you feel comfortable with yourself and who you are and who you already am or who you already are, then you're really content in this moment and you're not chasing the future, you're just here. And then you can set goals to how you want to become. And then you actually do these because you know you're doing them for you and you're not doing them against you because you hate yourself. I want you to feel comfortable with yourself. And you do that by acknowledging all the positive sides you have. And that can be anything. How you behave, how you take care of yourself, how you start the journey of mental fitness, of physical fitness, of just everything. It can be everything. I want you to write down every little point that makes you happy about yourself. And then continue to do that. And then you can also, of course, acknowledge the things that you don't like. And because you already know, what you like and who you want to become, you can take them without judgment. So don't put more energy on them, it's just there, and then see how you can change it in order to be even more happy and become more self-confident with that. You can also try something different, so go a new route to your work, try a different supermarket, try a new sport, anything that's kind of different, because that's gonna form different connections in your brain and also helps to keep the cells in your brain, especially when you get older. And here you can also play games, something that's kind of challenging like Sudoku, and also some video games that are fast-paced and that need you to think logically are also helping here. So that's good news, right? But also take time to relax and to visualize, to like not only challenge your mind, but also train yourself to calm your mind down. And don't always have these thoughts and these projections and like past and future and worries and stress. But really take a time, you can meditate, you can sit down, visualize the perfect life, the perfect feeling, the things that you really want to achieve, and put yourself in that state of feeling happy. And what this is gonna do, like all of these things, when you take care of your brain, then your less dominant side of your brain is being activated. That's the side that's taking care of your feelings. And that's gonna increase your self-worth and your confidence, and it's also gonna increase your optimism, like thinking positive about the future. Because that's the part of your brain that's controlling your emotions. And that controls how you're feeling. So if you practice that and it's being activated and you form all these new connections and you actually form the connection towards like a happier self, towards a self that knows how it wants to feel, then these connections are gonna grow stronger and it's gonna fire up. And then every time you use that part, you go back into visualization and meditation and just thinking about it and being in the moment, then you're actually using the connections that are stronger in your brain. And because you've been training to think about the positive, it's gonna be the positive the next time, and it's just gonna increase and increase and grow stronger and bigger. So yeah, it's really important to both focus on your body and your mind. And if you take care of your body, your mind is gonna increase, and if you increase your mind, your body is also gonna increase. But both of them, they can't work separately. So yeah, if you don't take care of your mind, your body is also not gonna be the best it can be, you know? So I really urge you to both challenge your body and your mind, because it's so worth it and you're gonna feel the results immediately. I do also have a coaching where we work on your mindset and your happiness, and to create like a more positive outlook on life and to remove the blockages that you still have within yourself. If that's something you would love to know more about, I'm going to link you my website down below, or you could also just reach out to me on Instagram, because I always feel that it's better to talk in person about it, because then we both can feel the energy and see if we're a good fit. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you want me to continue these series about like mental health and mindset, make sure to let me know down below. Maybe also comment what kind of issues or interests you have, so I can cover these topics as well. Until then, see you next time here on my channel. Goodbye, guys.